Falcon fans, Dirty Fanatics is back with episode number 15 coming at you live from Baxley, Georgia. This is your host, Chase.
Co-host Philip.
Let's start the show.
You're watching Dirty Fanatics United, a Falcon podcast.
Falcon fans, we are back coming at you live with some news and updates and some Atlanta Falcon content. Philip, what's going on, brother? How you been?
It's been a long week, actually. I thought it was Friday. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really woke up and put on my merch today thinking we had a game today, but
That's how you know you're ready for football to be back. That's all that means.
4 long weeks, man. 4 long
Real
weeks.
quick before we jump into what we got going on today, if you're new to the channel, if you're new to this website, hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the share, and hit that bell. Greatly appreciated those that have already. If you're watching this after the live, please leave a comment. Let us know that you were here so we can see. And thank you for coming on and just doing what we had to say. Real quick, we'll give a rundown of what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to give some news and updates. We'll talk a little bit about the game Friday night, what to expect, who's possibly getting cut, and position battles. Got a new little video today, too. I'm going to show. Pretty happy about it. It's a little new segment we got called Avis Avenue. Philip, explain to them what Avis Avenue is about.
It's where I bring you the latest news and certain things are going on with our players, such as cuts, I like injury reports and certain things like that. It's just giving you Falcon news.
So it's pretty much Fox 5. Real quick, we're gonna hit the comment section. Jalen is in the chat. He said, "What it do, family? Almost that time." Very, very true, brother. It's tomorrow night. We get to see them Dirty Birds in action with the QB1, receiver 1. RB2, 1, everybody.
3.
We get to see the whole team. So very excited for that, and ready for this work week to be over with, so we can just chill and watch some Falcon football. Archangel in the chat. What's good, Jabri? He said, "Rise up, beautiful intro. Appreciate it, bro.
Appreciate it.
Little brother made that. So all props to Philip." My boy Dan Burst in the chat. DJ Dan in the chat said, "What's good, fellas? Let's have a good show tonight. Congrats on your baby Chase." Appreciate it, bro. Greatly appreciate it. Bubba Gump, always in the chat. Shout out to Bubba. Another one that stays in the chat. Dwayne Ruffin, what's good, brother? Let's go, fellas. Rise up. Rise up, baby. Rise up. That's all we know to do is rise up. Headed on over to him, man. Avis Avenue. Let's get some Falcon news and updates.
Yeah.
Phil, hit us with it, dog. What's the Falcons been doing this past week? Some breaking news. Hit us with it.
Today, the topics I got for y'all today is, new signings and then also a couple injury reports.
Start from the top with the injury. Let's start with the injuries.
I got you. On Tuesday, August 15th, Ogundeji had entered the IR with a foot injury. It's undisclosed. Like, really, they don't really know when the time is. And then we all know, Wednesday, August 16th, Matt Hennessy and Greenridge also entered IR. We all know it was on Hennessy. It was his knee, and he's out for the season. We all know that.
Season-ending surgery.
And the offensive tackle it's an undisclosed IR. We don't really know when it's gonna be, like, timetable.
Right.
And then Mike Hughes as well. And Injuries not
not
really
looking good for Mike Hughes.
They didn't really know. They didn't really say what it was, but it's undisclosed, and he's questionable for Carolina, so he should be back before. If he makes the team, the roster, he should be back before.
That's the question mark for me though, Philip. If he makes the team, that's a deep, part of this team that we have already with a D. Alford. You got Trey Flowers. You got Clark Phillips that's healthy, back practicing. Hope to see him Friday night.
Yes.
You got it's really a stacked position, and there's a lot of players. Like I said in our last, Breon Waters. You got people that's way down here, bro. That's fighting, that's getting interceptions, that's taking pick sixes to the house in preseason. That catches attention, and
Love to see it.
he's got a lot of shoes to fill. And Mike Hughes got a little burnt last week. There in the beginning, couple plays looked pretty bad. So, my condolences to Mike Hughes. Hope he gets healthy, and hopefully he can make the squad. Philip, continue.
And then lastly, on injury report, we have Cordero Patterson, which injured on Wednesday, August 16th. Really undisclosed,
it's a bad move.
Team questionable. Apparently, he's apparently questionable for the Carolina game, but we all know the situation with that, and he will be ready, set to go. And then,
right. Real quick, just filling in on the offensive line topic that we were just talking about. Like Jabri just said, he said these injuries suck. They do very well because O-line is, to me, one of our weakest point in depth. Coming into the season, no. But now that Matt Hennessy's gone, you may be looking at a Jalen Mayfield pulling back in at guard. I mean, tackle. You never know, bro. There's a lot that's going on there. Ryan Nuzil may bounce out to guard, and the younger kid may take the backup center spot. So it's good to have a dog like Ryan on the field because we know he can play football. DSGB Hall in the chat, he said, "Dirty Fanatics." What's good, brother? Appreciate you checking in. Victor Perez say, "Yo, what's good, dog?" That's the brother-in-law.
But
anyway, go ahead, Phil.
Following on that about the offensive lineman, we did sign one today. Offensive lineman Trevor Reed. I don't really know much about him, but I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. He played back in Louisville, and from what I've seen, he's pretty. He can get the job done at least. He's not the best case scenario, but he's 6'5" from what I've seen. I'm pretty sure. So that's a good sign. And then
you also got Justin Schaefer there. I want to see a big jump from this year because he's a dog, baby. I want to see him on the field in the Falcon uniform playing for the Dirty Birds because we've seen a little bit of action from him last preseason game.
Yeah.
Somebody, this is a little off topic, but somebody that I'm really, really interested in watching tomorrow night is Mike Jones.
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones. Philip, is that all you have today for your
We have
news?
One more. We signed another defensive lineman from the XFL star, Delonte Scott. He's don't know much about him either because I don't watch too much of the XFL and stuff like that. But from what I've seen, he can also get the job done if needed. So he's an XFL star for a reason. He earned an award for a reason. So, but that's all I got for you.
Shout out to Philip, man, in his first ever Avis Avenue breakdown. Maybe this is the second. I'm not sure, but shout out to you, bro. Good shit. Keep doing what you do and keep bringing content to the channel for us and the Falcon fans. Real quick, jump to our next subject. I want to give a shout out to Dubby, our personal sponsor. Dubby is an energy drink that is a jitterless energy blend, all natural. So if you're an energy drink drinker, check them out. Use our code DirtyBirds, all caps. Shout out W one more time, and like I said, when we got W as a sponsor, we was really, really excited about that because being a podcast and starting up, it's pretty dope to get your first little sponsor. So we were very excited about that. Shout out W. Wallace Smith in the chat. He said, "What's going on, fellas? What's good, Wallace? Appreciate you checking in, dog." On to the next topic, Philip. Let's talk a little bit about what to expect tomorrow night, bro. This offense. What is your expectation tomorrow night for just offense? One as a group, and then the whole team as a whole?
Starting off with the offense, I feel like if we do good, go out and ride off and score.
Mhm.
I don't think they'll be in many drives. I really don't. I don't see them going. They might do another drive after that, and that'll be it, in my opinion. But if it takes them a little time to find a connection, I feel like they will strive to put them in like maybe 3 drives, 3 or 4. But I honestly don't really see that. I expect 2 and done personally. But then again, they made it a big deal to say that they were going to play him. So who knows? Ain't no telling.
As far as other than just like drives, what do you expect to see as in talent-wise, play-wise? Do you expect deep balls? Do you expect to see nothing but a run game coming out the gate? What do you expect tomorrow night?
See a little bit of mixture. I see they claim Ritter has a problem with deep balls, but we went training camp that day. We've seen it. To us, it didn't look like he was struggling.
Desmond Ritter. I'm gonna stop you right there real quick. I am so fed up with the NFL hate on Desmond Ritter, bro. This kid thrived in college. He was a passing quarterback in college. Look,
put a whooping on Georgia.
Can anybody in the chat right now tell me without looking up what running back was Desmond Ritter's? What was Desmond Ritter's running back his senior year in college? Please, without looking it up, can you comment? Because I don't know. And my point is, Ritter made what he is. Yes, he was a 3rd round pick. But for him to be a 3rd round pick, he made that 3rd round pick off of his arm and his legs. Desmond Ritter is a stud, and he's smart. He knows how to read the playbook. They said he aced all of his rookie testing when he came into the league. So I'm ready to see Ritter. That's what I want to see. I want to see Ritter shock the world and throw the deep bomb and just be elite.
Comfortable.
We know he can be. Anyway, Philip, carrying on to what you expect. That was offensive wise. Defensive wise, what do you see on the field tomorrow?
I'm gonna just be honest with you. If it's anything like last week with the second team, I just expect a whole lot of damn sacks. I'm just being honest with you. Picks, the incomplete passes, deflections and everything. It's just
Even
that
if
was
it's
my most
loss, man. That was the best defensive performance I've seen in years. I don't think we've seen one like that in a while.
Preseason at all.
Just a little bit on what I would expect tomorrow night, man. I want to see. I mean, this is what I want to see. This is a dream come true. You know what I'm saying? This is my 100%, perfect first drive. I want to see the boys come out there, put up 7 without a struggle, move the chains, clean football, no flags. I mean, maybe a flag or 2, but I want to see clean football. I want to see discipline, chemistry together. You know what I mean? I don't want to see a team that goes out.
You want to see a team?
Yeah, I don't want to see a team like the Carolina Panthers sends all their starting players out in the field and they can't even put up fucking 3 points. I don't want to see that. Also tomorrow night, I want to see Koo make at least 3 field goals. I don't need to see Koo miss another field goal. A lot of people say Koo's fine, but I mean, come on, Koo. I'm rocking with you, dog.
I'm rocking with you.
Was it the number swap?
I'm pretty sure it was their field. We all know Miami's got a horrible field, so I'm gonna blame it on the field. If it continues to happen like last week, then maybe we may be in trouble. But I'm rocking with it.
Defensive wise, man, I want to see like we saw last week, bro. I want to see sacks. I want to see AK get his second preseason sack. I want to see D'Angelo Malone a little bit more tomorrow night. I want to see him really get some pressure because I watched him push the pocket tremendous the other night. I think D'Angelo Malone really took that step, bro, and I think we're going to see it in this Ryan Nielsen defensive package. He plays all over the field. He's a fast edge goer. He can get to the tackle. He can make a sack. So D'Angelo Malone is going to be a rusher. You know what I mean? He's going to be a sack artist with Ryan Nielsen, I believe.
With that speed,
I want to see more, like I said earlier, Mike Jones. I've seen a lot of good from Mike Jones. I've seen a lot of good from Tay Davis. I've seen a lot of good. Yeah. I've seen a lot of good from Breon Borders and DeMarco Hellams. So I want to see more players like that, draft picks that we've made, like Bergeron. I'd love to see Bergeron come out, make a couple pancakes. Just get out there and start flipping pancakes.
That's who I'm mostly looking for.
Real quick, how he does. Real quick, we're gonna check out the chat. Alexander said, "What's up, guys? What's good, bro? Appreciate you checking us out, man." He was actually one of our first subscribers on the channel. So shout out to Alexander, bro. We appreciate you from day one.
Facts.
Jabri, he said, "Yeah, 2 or 3 series is good."
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree.
Kerry said, "What's up, Falcons fam? What's good, Kerry?" DJ Dan said Ritter was projected late first round. People act like they don't remember that.
Facts.
The guy's got talent. He did it in college, and we've seen it. I know Arthur Smith and Terry seen it, or they wouldn't be so high on the kid.
That draft was stacked anyway. We all know it planned out the way it was supposed to go because it was a defensive draft. We all know that. People just can't pretend like it's wasn't stacked though.
Yeah. That boy Berto Phillip, MVP right here in the chat with us, 95 North Falcons Talk Show. If you haven't checked him out, man, go do so. Hit that boy, subscribe, that like, his share. Check him out, man. Great Falcon content creator. And he gave us a couple shout outs to help us grow as we've started this new podcast thing. So shout out to 95 North, Antoine, all those guys, man. Big Low, one time for the fan. Out of your Falcon mind. Everybody that's collab with us, bro. We appreciate it. 100%. Dylan in the chat, he said, rise up, bro. Bubble Gum said, I'm excited to see the defense fly to the ball like last season or last week. Facts. Philip, your thoughts on Bubba's comment? You got anything you want to add to that? We talked a little bit about it last week about how, what we've seen difference what was different this year to last year. And, we both immediately said defense, pressure, being able to get there, being able to make those sacks, the pick sixes. What has brought this, I guess what I'm trying to say, new regime, new mindset to this building? Is it the players or is it the coaches?
I want to say it's a mixture of both. Because, it's not like one-sided thing. It's like feeding off each other. You can't just expect to be good and you just like stand alone to yourself, or you just just in a certain way, you just look at someone like, oh, well, we can't, he thinks he's better than us, so we can't get it. Like, I just feel like they feed off each other and the energy they get from
it's a good chemistry.
Coach Smith seems like he's having fun, which hasn't been looked like he's had the past 3 seasons.
He said it himself. Favorite season he's ever coached in his whole career.
Because I've never seen him smile until I'm being dead serious. I've never seen him smile until this training camp. And then like this, this off season and everything, joking with the guys, certain times, but also meaning business. It's both, and you can see that. And
that goes, preseason game 1 showed me that it was both because the coaches came in there and they had these. Our secondary, they had our D-line. These are all backup players, and they're putting up 5 sacks and 2 interceptions.
5 sacks.
That's crazy, bro. In week 1 preseason game, bro, that's crazy. It's almost unheard of. Show me another team that put up 5 sacks week 1 preseason.
I don't think
we need to look that up. That's something we definitely need to look up.
I don't think there has been this year so far.
Rise up all the way from Dallas. That's Antonio.
That's our real
shout out, bro. Shout out and rise up to you, sir. Wallace Smith said, and Ritter had better accomplishments than Pickett, but the Steelers went with him instead because of him playing at Pitt. Facts. That's the only reason why Pickett went so early. It's a whole storyline, bro. They make money. Pickett makes money. It's a whole.
I'm glad we got Ritter. I'm so glad.
95 North Falcons Talk Show said, appreciate y'all, fellas. Once again, dog, we appreciate you.
Facts.
Caleb Crosby in the chat, he said, seeing the sacks was a breath of fresh air. Facts. Something that, our D-line hasn't seen. We put a total of what, Philip? 23, 25 sacks last year, if that.
Something like that.
Yeah, so I'm expecting at least 35 this season. I want to see 35. And I need at least 10 from Grady Jarrett.
40.
Ryan Thomas in the chat, he said, awesome with a thumbs up. Appreciate you, bro. If you're new, hit that subscribe, hit that like, hit that share, and that bell.
Tell your friends, your mama. It don't matter.
Archangel in the chat, he said, rise up, Berto. See, everybody knows who Berto is, man. Berto's super chat.
Yeah, it's famous.
Antonio Togo said it got my hopes up because it's the second and third doing 5 sacks, and I know the starters can get 8. Facts. And that's how you look at it because the starters is who's going to be on the field week 1. and that's what you want to see. It's good to see your backups do that because you have depth. But that's what I'm saying. Tomorrow's game is really important.
Scary.
After tomorrow's game, Philip, we're going to have so much to talk about on this podcast.
Because you're going to see more.
To talk about. It's either going to be good or it's going to be bad. Regardless, we're bringing the content, good or bad, because we're diehard Falcon fans, and that's just all we know. It's Falcons.
Amen.
Headed on real quick to the next subject, Philip. We didn't really plan much tonight, man. This podcast itself was just kind of on a wing. We knew we need to get content out, and with the new baby, it's been really hard. So everybody that stuck around, we definitely appreciate it. But
facts.
Something I want to talk about. It's really early in preseason, but let's talk a little about who was on the chopping block. After week 1, right out the gate, Frank Darby was gone, Michael Walker was gone. The next day, they got to the facility and their scan code didn't work. They turned around and hit the car. So Darby danced. I was told Darby danced all the way back to the car, but I'm not sure. Anyway,
damn.
Shout out Darby, man. Hopefully Darby makes it back to the squad, special team, or wherever he's at. I know Darby. We drafted Darby, so we all like Darby. Shout out to Darby.
I like his vibe. Maybe I'm hoping man makes practice squad at least, something.
So Philip, I'll start off unless you want to start it off. You got some people in mind?
You go ahead.
All right. Well, so what I'm saying is, I'm gonna start on the defense side of the ball. Okay. I'm looking at a player that you talked about today on your breakdown.
Mike Hughes.
No, not Mike Hughes, but yeah, that's another one. I'm starting with Ogundeji.
All right.
Ogundeji, man. Come on, Ogundeji. I can't remember 3 years ago, bro. Ogundeji was a guy that I was excited about. You hit IR already coming off of a rough season last year. Now you're IR. You know the extent of how long it's going to be. I think he's going for the season, I believe, isn't he? Maybe not. Maybe that was somebody else. Maybe not. I think I'm talking about Matt Hennessy. But
Matt Hennessy. Ogundeji,
I'm not sure how long.
It didn't really say. It said undisclosed.
But once again, that's a stat position with a D Malone, Arnold Ebiketie, and the type that the type of defense Ryan Nielsen runs. You may see a Caden Ellis line up on the edge over there. You never know. So
that boy, no.
For one of my lists would be Ogundeji. Philip, your thoughts? Is Ogundeji safe, or does he have another year, or is he gone?
I do agree. Like with the certain situations he's been in.
Tune in. Let me know. Is Ogundeji safe, or is he gone?
It don't look the greatest for him, but for some reason they wouldn't put him on IR if they didn't see something in him though, because they would have just cut him.
Maybe, but then you look at it, it could be let's see
because
what the
same thing happened to Darby
is.
Because Darby got injured, they didn't see much. They then gave him chance after chance.
Right.
Boom. Next day he was gone. To me, I just feel like they see a little bit of something because they put him on IR. But it could go either or. You don't know.
So you're kind of 50-50. You're not sure. He may or he may not. Okay, I come out with that. Chat, tune in, man. Let us know who y'all think. Is Ogundeji safe, or is he getting the axe like my boy Archangel said? Axe. He is gone.
That boy.
I'll wait for chat to answer here for a quick second. We'll go ahead and run through some other chats that I didn't.
Be sure to subscribe.
Bubba Gump said the only reason why he went in the first. Kiki, she said, "Hey bros, how are y'all? What's good, Kiki?"
Doing good, man.
She said, "Hey everyone." Archangel said, "Can't wait to see the starters."
Facts.
Art said he loves Darby, man. Everybody loves Darby. Darby's, that happy-go-lucky.
He's that energy.
He gets
the first energy guy since Sanu left. It was something that, Sanu used to be that
jumping back
guy.
into the comments, or not comments, jumping back into the subject. Let's talk a little bit about linebacker position. That's a pretty stacked spot, bro. You got Nathan Ladman, you got Caden Ellis, you got Troy Anderson, Tay Davis. There's a couple more.
I can't think of all of them.
Somebody in that room's getting cut. I don't believe they all stayed.
I agree.
Like I said, after tomorrow night, we'll have a lot more to talk about. We'll have a lot more names that we can talk about that possibly going to get cut. Another room you look at, Philip, is receiver room. I say you go in. I say you go into the season with 6 receivers, maybe 6. And these are my receivers: Drake London. Let's go, Josh Ali. Maybe.
Can't forget
Penny Hart.
Can't forget. You forget one automatically.
Xavier Malone. Scotty Miller. Who else?
Tarzan.
Matt Collins. Okay, so that's 6. So see, we're at 6, and we still haven't announced Cordell Hodge. So think about that. I think Cordell makes the.
Cornet.
He makes the squad because he's a special team. He's a gunner, and he was on the squad last year, so he already knows the offense. So out of those 3, I'll give you Josh Ali, Xavier Malone, and Penny Hart. Who gets cut out of those 3? One of those are getting cut.
I must say, personally, I feel like it'd be Penny.
Penny
But
Hart.
then again, oh, that was tough.
You got to think back to Josh Ali's drop pass in preseason.
That's what I was thinking. So, Ali had that drop pass.
It could go either way. Chat, what do y'all think? Is it Josh Ali, Xavier Malone, or Penny Hart? Which one gets cut?
It could be Malone too, though.
It could be, but Malone's had a really nice training camp. He went like all the way to day 5 before he dropped the pass, I believe. So, that's something that coaches look at.
Tough.
But also, if it don't matter what you do on the practice field, if you don't do it on the football field, it don't matter.
Exactly.
So, something to think about there. D lineman, bro, does Jelly Roll make the team?
I think he does. They high on him. I personally like him.
So you go in with at your nose tackle spot. You go in with obviously Anamata's probably going to take nose guard.
Right.
Then you go behind Anamata would be what? Timmy Horn.
Hey, that's solid there too.
Okay, so you got Timmy Horn. Then you're going to have Jelly Roll. That's 3. I'm not sure how they're going to work that out. But like I said, it's Ryan Nelson's defense. He's going to do whatever he needs to do.
I'm
Steven
confident.
in the chat. What's up, Steve? Appreciate you tuning in, bro. Shout out. Your thoughts about that, Philip? Do they all 3 make the team?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, we saw what Timmy Horn bullied last week. I mean,
Dylan in the chat. He said, "Is Ritter a bust or is he a success?" Philip, your thoughts. I will say, Dylan, if you would just go in this comment section and just scroll up and look at some of the comments that our viewers have left,
he trolling,
I think you would see that a lot of people have a lot of hype around this man, Desmond Ritter. A lot of people want to see him succeed. My boy Jack Space said when he went to the Cincinnati game in Cincinnati, he met a lot of Cincinnati Wildcat fans or Bearcat fans, and a lot of them was praising Desmond Ritter, was telling him how they can't wait to see the Falcons start Ritter. He should already be starting, how much of a player they got, how great of a guy he is. So, no, I don't think Ritter's a bust. I don't think Ritter's a bust just off of what he showed in the last 4 games of last season. He thrived each week. Each week his passer rating improved, his completion rate improved, his pocket awareness improved. And I'm not an NFL scout, but Arthur Smith and Terry Fetino know what they want on the building and what they want on that field. And Desmond Ritter's the guy. Philip, your thoughts?
I agree. I mean, just everything from what they said, his coordination with passing, and things he worked on was connection, like getting the ball, like perfect timing. They said he's improved greatly. So and this is coming out of Smith's mouth. So I don't see him being a bust. I really don't. I don't care what nobody says. Oh, you got Desmond Ritter as your quarterback. Yeah, you damn right I do.
Facts.
Who cares?
we're getting ready to wrap this thing up, man. Our boys Out of Your Falcon Mind is actually live right now, so I don't want to cut into what they got going on. I want to be respected of what they got going on. So actually, yes, if you're in my chat, man, please, like I said, leave a
Head
like,
on over.
leave a share, leave a comment, hit that subscribe. And when after you've done that, head on over to Out of Your Falcon Mind.
Yeah,
Greatly
head on
appreciate it. Show them
Support
boys some
them boys.
love because we just a bunch of content creators just trying to get this thing rolling. We all love what we do. We all love the Falcons.
We
So
all
shout out
Falcon
to everybody.
fans.
Shout out to everybody that's here in the chat. Philip, shout outs.
Appreciate everybody coming in. You know, it just was like even though we started a little later than what we planned, but you know, you still was here. Hey man, appreciate you.
Yeah, man, we still pushed out our typical 30-minute show. And like I said, we sometimes go over the 30-minute mark, but we've seemed to, get the most looks and likes and comments at 30 minutes. So if y'all would like us to go a little longer, let us know, man. Leave a comment in the comment section how long y'all like us to go, what days are best for y'all, the times. And like I said, if you're catching this show after the live, please leave a comment so we can see who watches. Because like I said, we greatly appreciate y'all. I want to make sure y'all are noticed. Stay tuned because Dirty Fanatics United has something interesting coming to the channel. Tomorrow, our next podcast will probably be Sunday. Probably Sunday at 7. But that Sunday at 7, I want to do this new thing where the fans that are in the comments can actually come on the show. They can actually come on here for 5 to 10 minutes, give us their views, their thoughts on what they've seen Friday night, what needs to improve, and just overall talk Atlanta Falcon football. I do ask if you do join. I can't put you on the screen anyway unless I click on you, but I do ask if you join to please be respectful.
For your 15,
I believe
10
everybody.
15
I believe everybody that watches us is respectful. I just, what I'm saying, some people can be a little crazy on lives, and we don't want to be that one podcast that somebody actually fooled on the live. So, like I said, we're going to check it out Sunday. We're going to see how it works. If it works out good, we'll continue doing it. But it's just a way for us to engage with you guys and y'all to engage with us. Real quick, I want to give my shout outs to everybody that's in the chat. We're at, what is it, Philip? 215 subscribers?
15, 16, something like that.
Before this show, 215 subscribers, I believe. So, and that's we've grown 15 subscribers in 2 weeks. We greatly appreciate y'all, man.
Big games.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what else to say. We really appreciate it. Hit that like because y'all don't understand what it does for the channel. So once again, thank y'all. Thank the Atlanta Falcons. Shout out to Terry for bringing in all this talent. Shout out to Terry for bringing in Ryan Nelson, Jerry Gray. Names like this is going to be a statement for Atlanta years to come because I really believe Arthur Smith is the head coach when we win the Super Bowl.
Shout out to Terry for giving us hope again.
Facts. Shout out to Terry for making football exciting again. Anyway, this is your host, Chase, man. Appreciate everybody that's tuned in. My co-host, Philip. Appreciate you tuning in, bro. Appreciate you bringing your facts to the channel. Once and for all, A-Town down.